I'm here to do a job. I'm not here for the funnies or to be your silly dancing monkey. I thought my whole career was a big joke. The oddballs guy, the guy who makes furry porn reviews or something. Thousands echo the same words through my cold dead ears. Too old to find Shima, but now for the first time in my career I can prove myself. Clowns wear makeup, I wear a nice coat and a hat. We aren't the same at all, just compare images. I mean, come on, stop kidding yourself. I get the satisfaction of knowing I have done one thing right in my life. The internet may have framed you two goobers, but I'm here to unframe the picture and get it off the wall of scrutiny. Because if this is picture day, I'm gonna photobomb it. Obvious disclaimer, Luxury Pranks is a controversial pair of figures, so while I can like that, it is possible they could be real-life evil scumbag criminals, so take everything with a grain of salt. I've done no research other than their channel because I do genuinely like them, and I don't want that to be ruined. But I know they have done some scummy things, so keep that in mind. I don't respect that. Like that time they sold like free merch, but the actual price was just hidden in the shipping price. Kind of fucking Ed and Eddie ass scheme was that? And lastly, I don't know what Parker and Chester have done outside of this. They could have stabbed puppies in their free time. I don't know, so just pour the entire damn salt shaker in there. Okay. Can you explain who you are?
You know I am, bitch. I'm the man who found Shima.
We didn't find her. That was a man eating an egg.
It looked just like her. Oh, this is bad. This is bad.
We have a new case.
I need a rebound. Where's the bird one?
Hey, do you hear that? It sounds like the blissful sound of a mystery not knowing it's about to be found. Dr. Cummins, will you answer the call?
What the fuck are you talking about, dude? What the actual fuck? I fucking hate you.
Is Luxury Pranks the greatest channel on YouTube? Yeah.
No.
They keep intruding into my brain, and I think they're actually a gold mine, so please hear me out, because I truly think they've evolved to become the funniest thing I've ever seen, both intentionally and not intentionally. It's so fucking funny.
I gotta get this thing out of the house. I was hoping it would be a perfect clone of you.
Listen, all I know is if this thing comes from my DNA, that means we're family.
What?
He's like my son.
I kind of just want to immediately jump into the funny stuff, but I do want to highlight their evolution, because to be fair, they were just another 3 a.m. scary channel for kids, but now there's more to it, I swear. Back in the day, let's just say around 2018, they were just another laughing stock in the same vein of Jay Station with that one guy, NNA Productions.
I'm talking Angela. You cannot do this.
Oh my god. Come here, Angela. Is that a camera?
Wanna join my free gift cards giveaway?
Those two have taken advantage of the dead, and in the case of Jay Station, been shown to be a total irredeemable mob.
I know a story about a dead beluga
I
whale.
used to find Jay Station funny because it was this shit, but he's like an actual bad person. Please, Luxury Pranks, don't be scumbags.
My daddy brought me tea.
I don't think you should drink this.
I think Luxury Pranks is way more similar to Arcade Craniacs, if you remember that. But I find them funnier for not being completely obvious satire for this genre and not really relying on things people know. Remember this guy who had sex with Pennywise? I just wanted you to remember that. 2018 was fucking wild, bro. This era of My Little Meow Meow Chester wasn't that good. They made stupid challenge videos bothering Walmart people, and they made these like predator catching videos, which were all having their funny moments. They were basically the same thing over and over.
I thought she was 18.
Why does it matter if she's 18? You're staring in her window at night. Why does her age matter in this situation?
I thought she was of age.
It doesn't matter if you thought she was of age, sir. It's past 2 a.m. on a Thursday night. You're standing outside a little girl's window eating eggs.
You can make this subject matter funny, but they really do nothing with it. The Emperor didn't have his groove yet. The thumbnails are honestly the funniest part, and these are just genuine cash grabs with not a lot of effort. Everything they make is kind of a formulaic cash grab, but they find ways to sneak actual funny stuff in there.
Hey, get away from him.
Reese?
What'd you say?
Oh my god.
Victoria, do you know this guy?
He used to take pictures of my feet in class.
This predator is wearing a mask for some reason, and it's a Walter White mask, and I know this because I have the same one. So the predator is just Walter White. The point is, this is a time where commentary and laughing at people was a very cool thing to do. I know there's others, but I think of Danny Gonzalez and Drew Gooden when I think of some of Luxury Prank's biggest critics. Who do you think you are? Siskel and Ebert? You guys started with Vine, and you want to talk shit about the two biggest ghost hunters this side of the entire damn planet? Shame on you, Danny Gooden. This white people on white people action led to Parker and Chester fighting back.
Are you ready, Chester?
Let's get to work.
Luxury Pranks. Thought we were friends, man. I got no fear up in my heart, and you've been afraid. They want the clout off my name, so they give me hate. I gotta kill them, get
This led to Parker and Chester crawling away. After this, I stopped paying attention to them. They faded away. It's almost like they were the ghosts. No way, they don't hunt ghosts. They hunt like people covered in Play-Doh. This starts their golden age, but I'll call it the luxury dark age, because this is when they started making a bunch of new channels. Usually people do this if a channel gets demonetized, like with SML. There's an example of a real horror channel.
Not advertiser friendly. Not advertiser friendly.
The end cards in an SML video. I don't know if that's what's happening or if this is some way to get more views. Maybe they're selling all their YouTube play buttons on Craigslist. I don't know. Near the end of Luxury Pranks, it was just a channel that was kind of doing anything, like the famous Dolphin Man video. They were just throwing shit at the wall, dolphin shit. This is obviously a Scary Monster, What's New Scooby-Doo video, but for some reason they're still clinging on to predators, so they put that in the title, and what the hell, it could be a social experiment too. I don't see the social part or even the experiment part, but I would put parentheses in there. Catching a predator old man living in her basement. I didn't know Luxury Pranks did a collab with Dan Schneider, or EDP, or Drake Bell, or Tobuscus, or Andy Dick, or Jeffrey Epstein, or Harvey Weinstein, or Shane Dawson, or Justin Roiland. One of my favorite videos will be this one video, which was probably supposed to be a whole series, but it only got one. And they're basically trying to be the Learning Channel, but you know, they're more obviously fake. I wish they did this more. I want Parker to be like one of those doctors trying to get those guys to stop eating cheeseburgers, and they show like an absurd amount of food the homeless could have eaten.
Oh, there's real burgers in there. When the burgers fell out of the truck, first thing I did was look over at Adriana.
They hired these two actors, and let me just say, amazing performances.
What's wrong with staying home? One night.
Unbelievable.
What the hell did you say to me?
Shut the fuck up, honey. I'm a 68-year-old mob boss. I'll get the damn Italianos to make you disappear. Life of Luxury would basically become their main channel. Some of the earlier videos on here kind of fucking suck. And it's the same average thing. And that's probably what they look like to everyone still. I mean, these thumbnails are completely interchangeable. Like, look. $100 fidget spinner review. But something happened. They evolved. And I really can't tell if this was like a gradual thing or a snap in direction. But they would slowly become absolutely hilarious and would become way more self-aware. I don't know if they like hired a writer or something, but from the outside, it's such a subtle change that it looks exactly the same. But once you sink in, it's high-class entertainment. Here's the basic plot of every video. For some reason, Parker and Chester have this monster for hire service, which is something only in universe, and you can't actually message them, which really sucks when you get yourself in a pickle like this.
Hey guys, it's me, Timmy. I wasn't really good.
After getting a message from someone, they show the proof, and then they drive over there. And every single time, no matter what, Chester will complain.
Wait, this is it?
Yeah, bro, she wasn't lying. The mental hospital is literally right next to her.
They both go into the house to interview the client, and they always stay for the night after setting up cameras. They don't have time to get these cameras, usually because a monster is gonna fucking kill them. So it's completely a mystery how they get the footage back, and why Parker owns so many of these cameras. They encounter the monster a lot, and they just like, sometimes they don't really do anything about it, and the monster just hangs around until randomly deciding to become hostile. One of my favorite running jokes is that they never save anyone.
Bro, there was a hole in Bailey's closet and she's gone.
There's like one outlier I know of where they were able to save one. They either don't help at all and just leave the client there, or like this text pops up, or they literally make everything worse and set off the creature who goes on a killing spree. It becomes very clear in some videos that Parker only does this to save women and be their hero, while Chester only does it because his friend, who he's very reliant on, is doing it. Chester is scared and shit, while Parker is like, fuck off, I'm trying to get laid.
Wish we could.
Alright, we're gonna go to bed.
It's pointed out multiple times that they only reply to emails sent by girls, and Parker looks very upset when a hot girl doesn't answer the door.
Hi. Hi. You're Emma, right?
The best example of this is in a video where a guy named Chad catfishes them, and he's like a dude bro wearing a wife beater who's constantly talking about fucking money and making bitches while calling Parker and Chester gay.
Hey, but listen, you might not want to watch the footage from my room tomorrow. I might have a bitch over.
Oh, come on. You gotta be joking me.
What, you jealous you poofs don't get no bitches? I seen y'all sharing that bed.
This leads to Parker confronting him like he's a school bully, but the thing is there is an actual monster and Chad wasn't lying.
He's not taking this seriously. This is all just a big joke to him. I'm beginning to think that this guy's not in any danger at all. Listen, now he's smashing stuff in there and screaming. You know what? I'm gonna go say something.
Bro, why?
Chad, listen. I've had enough of your behavior. You have no respect for me. You have no respect for my friend. And frankly, the words you use to refer to women disgust me. This guy can't even look me in the eye right now.
This also leads to my favorite reoccurring joke. I'm guessing in one of these houses they rented out, there was only one bed in the room that Parker and Chester had to stay in, so they just slept in the same bed. But that led to it reoccurring, and they started addressing it. You may call it queerbaiting, I call it pretty funny.
Bro, it's a fish. It eats fish flakes.
Not all fish eat fish flakes. Some fish eat other fish. Some fish eat algae.
I thought you didn't know that much about fish.
I'm surprised you said
There's one specific scene in a video where just completely unmentioned Chester is seen pushing the beds together so it was like one big bed. And when knowing the context, this is the funniest background gag. I watched this with the boys and we laughed at this for 5 minutes. And then every time they cut the cameras, Chester has moved closer to Parker. I don't care what anyone says. That joke is a masterpiece with a brilliant setup. I will never stop being the luxury pranks apologist. I'm going to play a clip that I think has literally everything, and because I like it. I like it a lot.
You want to come closer to find them? No.
Chester, who is that?
I don't know.
Chester!
What's he doing?
Dude, this guy's back.
Perfection. It has the running joke where they keep forgetting the names.
Come closer to find them.
Who is that?
I don't know.
Weird monster, shitty sound effects. Great acting by random Craigslist people. This is it. It's time to stop making videos. This is the one. They have 2 other channels. One of them is Luxury Reacts, which surprisingly is not just complete bullshit like Mr. Beast Reacts. Okay, sure. Reaction videos are usually this.
Always land on their feet.
And if you strap butted toast to a cat's back,
how do they
it'll
make this
turn
more
into
and
an
more epic
anti-gravity
every
machine.
time?
Since the
How
cat
do they make
can't
this more and
land
more
on its
epic
feet.
every time?
Adding almost nothing to the videos and just no effort in anything. If they could stop breathing, they would, because it takes too much effort. But with this, they did actually film original stuff, because the plot is Chester wants to show Parker dark web beheading videos, and he doesn't like
Okay,
it.
I watched your videos. I played your little game. I'm done.
There is this part where they watch Blank Room Soup, you know, the video of the guy frying and eating soup. I don't know why,
think it might be his
But they do? Should have watched Hey Walter, I got a new GF today.
I know she hates cameras, Walter, but I'm gonna show you around anyways. You ready?
This is the only video on this channel, and I don't know if they're coming back to it, but whatever. Put more work into this. My second favorite channel on YouTube next to Life of Luxury is Luxury Dark. This one has another format that all the videos follow. Parker and Jester hang out at their house, and then they go on the dark web to order something. A normal day for the bros. That thing shows up, hijinks ensue. Look at all these thumbnails. I defended you, and I shouldn't have. They bought 2 girlfriends off the dark web. Wow, they should call dark web Papa John's and prank them. They buy a baby off the dark web, which would be morally wrong, but luckily it's like a fucking muscle man. There's an episode where they buy an egg. Chester starts a bond with it and sits on it, but it hatches and it's like fucking an old man Jim Carrey. It's not a creature or monster, it's just a middle-aged balding man, and he just runs out. A lot of these just end with the monster running out into the woods. They should make a movie where a big part of it, Parker and Chester split up from the mystery gang, but then the main conflict is that all the monsters in the woods near their house want revenge. Hear me out, Paramount. In the video, Chester is sad because he grew attached to his old egg boy, and then the text at the end is the funniest shit. Chester has been waiting outside for him to come back every day since. I don't care if I'm sucking the channel off. I don't care. Imagining him waiting outside every fucking day for an old man who hatched from an egg is funny. Another classic is the Parasite video. The Parasite really doesn't do that much. You ain't watching for that. It infects Chester, and then he insists on going to his doctor and not the hospital. They get there and the doctor is just like a guy eating cord.
Are you Dr. Mumley?
Yeah.
It just keeps cutting to Parker while the doctor is showing shit in Chester's throat. None of this is explained, it just happens. And then the doctor prescribes him with Advil and he trusts it for no reason.
I think I'm just gonna go to bed. I think the pills are working.
The Advil? No, dude, you have a parasite in you.
But of course, none of that is truly good compared to their best video, their magnum opus. Chester wants to clone Parker, and Parker's like, no way, dweeb. But he does it anyway. But dog DNA gets mixed into the clone, and it's like a toy robot covered in skin.
Can you understand me?
And that leads to absolute anarchy. I like how Parker acts cartoonishly unaware and starts defending what he calls Parker Jr. while it wants to fucking kill Chester.
What's that mean?
This dynamic is fucking hilarious, and I love you, Chester.
We gotta get this thing out of the house. I was hoping it would be a perfect clone of you.
Listen, all I know is if this thing comes from my DNA, that means we're family.
What?
He's like my son.
What? No, it can't stay here.
It's not it. It's he. And he has a name. Parker Jr.
One of the bigger surprises is the production value. They're obviously doing a cheaper format with, you know, you can just show cameras and show that you're holding cameras and then just hold it while like the plot happens. But it works in the context, and then there's actual impressive stuff like the monsters. They all look the same, but some of them are impressive and kind of spooky, or it's just fucking this. Some do stand out, like fucking Pinocchio, Dolphin Man, and Jake Paul. I don't know if they hire someone for the makeup, but it's impressive that a YouTube channel even has this. Some of the biggest businessmen and kingpins don't even have this. Sometimes they slam Chester against a wall, and that's pretty cool. They seem to just hire random actors, and I've already shown some of them off, but these are absolutely classic performances. I hope they were treated well.
So what's causing her to be so sick that she can't come out?
'Cause she didn't listen to me. She was getting involved in situations she shouldn't have.
What does that mean?
Ronnie, do you think you could explain that more?
No.
Every monster is treated so weirdly, like it's a human, but something is really wrong. When they're not actually doing anything, the other person will still be crying and shit. What happened to them? What does this to someone? The dark web is just weird, and in this universe it's just weird, and it's very easy to access. You'd think this would be one of those channels that just squirt out a new one every Wednesday, and I guess they kind of were, and maybe in some ways they still are, but it's like 3 videos like a year on each channel. So I'm guessing they either take their time with it, or maybe when their bank account is low, they're like, oh, time to make another one. This may look like the lowest common denominator, but let me have this. I think they changed enough from the Egg Predators to something actually really enjoyable. It feels like a parody of itself, but it doesn't go so far into that to the point where you don't care about anything happening. They still put in like a creepy element, but there's just an overall gloss of humor. Parker and Chester are genuinely likable. The stupid little antics I live for. Best fictional duo out there. I've only really watched a lot of this with other people, so maybe it's just that. But I see an evolution here. They know what they're doing. The 2018 days are over. Now it's Parker Jr.'s reign. I hope Chester and Parker aren't evil, murderous money men, and they actually enjoy doing this shit. If there's a scandal and Chester reveals the truth about how Parker really gets those cameras, then I'll never be the same. Luxury Pranks, you may be public enemy number 1, but not to me. You're my hero. Maybe I can't clear your name. People tend to hold on to things. Unless you have an excuse. So I say we just chalk this up to a silly project to test the behavior of the public. We call the channel a social experiment. Okay. Did you get all that? Oh yeah, also there is no mystery, and I'm hacking into their YouTube account, plugging my AdSense into my bank account. Yeah.
Okay, what do you need me for?
Yeah, I just can't figure out this password, man. I was hoping you would know or something.
Why would I know the Luxury Pranks password?
Yeah, I don't know. It just kind of made sense to me. You know, you used to be a prankster back in your good old days.
Oh yeah, I remember my college days.
I tried putting in my birthday and it didn't work.
Yeah, 'cause it's probably like a dumb fucking birthday in like January. Just try the first 3 letters of my last name.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that worked. Thanks, Dr. Cummins. But this isn't Luxury Pranks at all. This is Andy Dick official YouTube channel.
Oh my god. Click on this fucking Gmail.
Oh, it looks like he said something to a fan. It's an image. Better look at it.
Hi, I'm Dr. Carl Cummins, and you're watching Catch a Predator.